Are you wanting to decorate your home in the charming cottage style for this Christmas season on a budget? In today's video, I will share with you a thrift and retail haul with cottage Christmas decor items, plus my ideas and inspiration for decorating in the cottage style for this Christmas season. Hi friend, if we haven't met yet, I'm Rachel from the blog stonecottagehome.com, where we cultivate the art of home. In today's visit, we will do a little shopping, then I'll share with you the treasures we've collected, and near the end of the video, I will share with you different ways to use timeless, classic, cottage-style decor pieces for this Christmas season. Do you remember the wonderful discovery amongst the pickle jars and baby bottles from this last summer? I was thrifting along in these shopping carts that had yet to be stocked on the shelves, and what do you know but transferware dishes. And with the discount, they were 85 cents each. Not only were there 2 blue ones, but there was a stack of 7 red and white transferware dishes in my favorite pattern. From my inspiration pictures, I'm hoping to find a couple of houses for DIY projects to add to my Christmas village to be a thrifted dupe of the Pottery Barn Snowy Village. This looks like a good possibility. I love that it's 2 stories and that it has the exposed timber framing. I have learned from experience that small houses look kind of dinky, and if you get bigger houses with clear architectural aspects on them, the whole thing looks more elegant and put together. Since we have something bigger in mind, let's check out another thrift store. I spy a charming Victorian carousel. That would be lovely as part of a toy theme, even a centerpiece. Oh, look at this big house. Sheffield Railway Station. That would make quite a statement. I think I prefer the honest homespun simplicity of the stone cottage and the woodshed. As some of you may know from last year, Matt and I have decorated our Christmas tree in a woodland theme, and every year we pick up 2 or 3 new ornaments. Hobby Lobby has a wonderful selection of ornaments and greenery, plus everything is 60% off right now. I really liked these twirled grapevine berry trees. Almost brought one home. How whimsically elegant are these flocked Christmas trees. I love the depth of the detail and the slight sparkle, which perfectly goes with these mercury glass trees. Wasn't that fun? I love going through stores treasure hunting for specific items on my list. Sometimes you find them and sometimes you don't, and that's totally okay. So in this haul, I'm about to share with you some of the pieces I have had before, but I want to share as ideas for how you can collect cottage pieces over time. These are the pieces that we have used in the past and some that I'm very excited about using this year. So let's get started. Okay, so now for our classic and timeless cottage Christmas decor items. If you've been around here for any length of time, you know that I love transferware dishes and have been looking for the red and white plates. I don't mind if my patterns don't match. So as I would come across different patterns at the thrift store, I would pick them up and usually pay $1 to $3 per plate. Now, my favorite pattern is the Old Britain castles. I've looked at these on eBay, Etsy, and they are very expensive, usually between $30 to $50 a plate. As you may remember, sometime this summer, I came across a whole stack of 7 of them for 85 cents a plate at my local thrift store. And for a cherry on top, I had a sweet viewer send me one more plate. So now I have an even set of 8. You know who you are, and I want to say thank you so much. To go along with my red and white plates, I also thrifted this octagonal ironstone platter. This will make a good serving piece, centerpiece, or backdrop on a hutch with a plate in front of it. To create balance in the red and white plate displays, I've also found some salad sizes in the red and white transferware patterns. These also are mix and match and probably were about $1 to $2 each. In keeping with the red and white color scheme, I've also collected a mismatched set of milk glass goblets. These I plan to use on the hutch with votives inside to make them glow and flicker, and I'm excited to see how they turn out. I've also collected a white elegant set of wise men. These came from the thrift store. They were probably about $4 or $5 altogether. I would love to have the whole set, but for now, I had those last year and I came across 3 more wise men with 3 animals. And I didn't need the other wise men, so those I redonated. But the animals were the right scale and size. They do have the gold edging on them. So my goal is to get some spray paint and paint them over so that they will be a more cohesive looking set. Last year for my birthday, my sister gave me this red and white transferware sugar bowl. It is from England, absolutely charming, and helps to round out the set with a different shape. Also, if you're thinking about doing a tablescape or any number of the soft sweater textured crafts for cottage style ornaments, be sure to check out sweaters from the thrift store. This long sweater dress would make a fabulous table runner if you just squared it off. It would also make lovely ornaments, a nice stocking. So I believe this was probably about $3. This next discovery I was quite excited about. Do you remember that Balsam Hill wreath inspiration picture? I just loved that. And I was so delighted to find this at the thrift store. It's got the jeweled fruit on it. Now in some places you can see it's a little bit bare, but it was only $1.99. And even though the fruit is falling off, I went ahead and got it. I also picked up a really nice full wreath. It's got this funny gold rope on it that I'll take off. This was $3.99, but I'm pretty sure it was discounted below that. I just don't remember. That was a year ago. But I can take the rope off, fluff this up, and combine the two together. And if I happen to need more fruit, I found a whole bag of picks for about $1, and this collection of green apples with velvet leaves. So I should be able to fill any of the holes in. This will be a fun project. Now you know from past Christmas seasons, I've used brass candlesticks. Actually year-round. I find these to be classic, timeless pieces, and I will add one or two here and there. Generally the smaller ones are what I'm looking for. So the prettiest one I found recently is this one. Speaking of brass, this brings us to our next section of musical instruments. I like to use a repetition of color or metal finish throughout my decorations to give them a continuity. So for brass, I look for these vintage trumpets. They come in different sizes, everything from very large to very small. You also will find them in different shapes, like this, which actually is a candle holder. You might also keep your eye out for them in unusual or unexpected places, like on this wreath, which is a wonderful way to use them. I will simply take all of this apart and then have two more French horns. One of my favorite musical instruments to use is my violin. It's classic. I love the warm tones of the wood and the beautiful shape that goes along the sides. This is perfect for a backdrop or a focal piece in any kind of arrangement. Next up, we have sleigh bells. I found this long faux leather sleigh bell collection just randomly stuffed in a box at the thrift store. It was probably $3 or $4. And the thing is, they have one almost just like this on Anthropologie this year for $148. It does pay to shop at your local thrift store. Also in the bell world, I found this delicate brass bell garland. This was at Hobby Lobby. It says here $10.99, but everything is 60% off, so it was a little less than $5. I love how small they are. The soft sound is not annoying. And you could use this in your tree or on your mantle, across your kitchen window. Many different uses for this old world looking simple bell garland. Now we have reached one of my favorite categories, and that is having a touch of whimsy and toys. For a touch of whimsy, you may notice in many an English cottage or country cottage design, they have an eclectic spin on their decorations, their home decor. So here we go. These white flocked trees I found at Hobby Lobby, and they are as elegant as they are whimsical. They look so realistic and are perfectly proportionate for our snowy village. In addition to the white flock trees, I also have picked up some of these mercury glass trees in silver, and it's a very soft silver, almost with a hint of gold in it, so it does tie in nicely with the brass. Here is a comparison of size with the white flocked trees, just to give a little bit of a different texture and a shine to our Christmas village. I have also found that using trees like these are wonderful down the center of a table for a wintertime tablescape. Now for some truly whimsical trees. Look at these I found at the thrift store. They're wood, they're carved, they were $1.99 each. I will give you a close-up so that you can see the little gold beads and the birds that are carved into these. They look almost Scandinavian, perfect for old world cottage decor. Along the same lines, I have picked up several sets of these wooden, handmade looking snowflakes. They currently have these at Hobby Lobby. They've been there for the last 2 or 3 years, and I will link them below for you. I have found these to be so charming and imaginative when added to your cottage style Christmas decor. I've always hung mine from the chandelier, but there are many different ways that you could use these. Last year, I found this wooden box that has been painted and styled to look like a toy drum. I don't remember how much I paid for it, but I have used this very successfully to combine both the classical musical instruments and the toys that we sprinkled throughout our decorations. I found nutcrackers to be hard to come by last year, so when I spotted this little guy for $3.29 at the thrift store, he came home with me. Now this next ornament has a good deal of memory for me. My sister and I each were given one of these little dancing men for a Christmas ornament from my grandmother. Matt and I spotted these at a fair when we were in Chicago. They are just the most fun. And how can you not laugh? So every year, this dancing man hangs on a knob in our kitchen. I also found this wooden rocking horse last year. He is well loved, but he looks hand painted, hand carved, super charming, almost another kind of a Scandinavian or Nordic feel. So if you have any more information on this style of toy, I would love to know. Okay, I have two more fun pieces and I have saved the best for last. First is this ammunition crate. It's an antique. We found this a couple years ago at a flea market when we were traveling for our anniversary. And my goal for this is to find, if I can, a small tree at the thrift store and use it for a tree in a crate style, perhaps in our entryway. Now last but not least, I found this wooden hand-carved rocking horse at the thrift store for $5 several years ago. We have used him in our Christmas decor before, but this year I have a new design in mind for him. I think what I would like to do is strip him down so that he would be the raw wood color, and then find some kind of little harness that I could make to decorate, and then rest packages on his back here and put him on top of the refrigerator or the hutch, or maybe even in the entryway. You'll have to stick around to see.
Friends, we are getting near the end of our visit, and that means it's time to share the extra inspiration pictures that I've gathered for you. These are different ways that you can use some of the decor items that are commonly found in the thrift store to create that cottage style this Christmas season. It is possible, friend, to have a lovely home for Christmas on a budget. Keep your spaces clean and tidy, let the sun shine in, and use the things that you have. Be creative and think of new ways to use them. Unlike what you see and hear on social media, you don't have to have a lot to have a beautiful Christmas, to make wonderful memories. There is elegance in simplicity, and less can be much more. The joy of this season doesn't come from beautiful decorations, wonderful gifts, or even precious memories, but it comes from knowing that God has given us the best gift in the whole world. This gift is His precious Son, Jesus Christ, who has come to give true peace and joy to those who place their trust in Him. There is no greater gift I could wish for you, my friend.
Friend, I hope today's visit has inspired you to look through your Christmas decor, take inventory, and make a decorating plan to create your cottage style this holiday season. Remember to check below for links to cottage style products. In our upcoming visits, we will be sharing some cottage style Christmas DIY projects, ideas, and decorating together for Christmas. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss our visits. Until then, thank you for stopping by and have a glorious Christmas season. I love how they twirl when the AC comes on, and they're just beautiful.